Good morning, everybody. How are you guys? Happy Friday. Friday is here. Friday is one of my favorite days, and so is Monday. It's kind of like it sandwiches the weekend. And for me, for some reason, the weekends tend to be on the busier side. So Fridays and Mondays are slower for me, actually, so than the weekends. And that is why I really enjoy these 2 days so much. But today, I actually wanted to talk a little bit to you guys about where does stress show up in your body. So you might have noticed that a couple of days ago, or I believe it was yesterday, I posted a question to you guys. So maybe go back a couple of posts and look at the question and really sit with it and think about where stress shows up in your body. So I do want to create a little bit more content around stress and how it shows up in your body and how important it is to recognize that stress is one of the main biggest drivers in autoimmune health, or I should say disease, um, and flares. And though I know that a lot of you guys know that, I understand also that a lot of women are realizing that and are aware of that, but don't really know how to cope with the stress because it's seen as something that's just part of their lives. And that might be you too. You might be finding that, yeah, it all sounds nice and well, but it's just my life. There's nothing I can do about it, right? I have small children, I have a full-time job, maybe have both. I have a busy life, I have lots of responsibilities, and all of these things, and I get it. I get it because I was there. I was there when I was in the midst of my Hashimoto's and my PCOS, dealing with all of these symptoms that I'm going to be talking about in a second. I was in the same situation, and I'm like, okay, that sounds great, but it's not for me because how am I going to be, dealing with the stress? It's just going to be, it's part of my life because I can't change my life. And so the key here is that you cannot change your life, but you can change your schedules and you can change habits and you can change the perspective as to um, what you believe you are worth it in terms of stress management. And we can always find some ways to manage stress. But what I would like to do today is I would actually like to ask you these questions that I posted yesterday. Have you sit with it because there's different ways that stress shows up in our body, right? So stress and cortisol, those two are it's a wash. So I mean it's they're both connected so much that cortisol is always involved. But sometimes it's also other imbalances that show up because of stress that we're experiencing. So when you go back to that post, I'm going to be reading it to you. Let me go here. Okay, so my question to you was, where does stress show up for you? Stress for you is number one, physical pain. So you get a lot of joint pain, heightened inflammation, flares, and these type of things. Emotional pain. So there's a lot of depression, low moods, anxiety, insomnia, and such things. Number three is feeling of restlessness. So you feel like a monkey. You're always running around. You're tired but wired. Then you crash in the evening. You're not able to turn off your monkey brain. You're always worrying. You're always thinking about certain things. And you can never really just um, wind down. And number four is the feeling of losing control of your tasks, of your chores, of your daily schedule, of relationships, and you're entering overwhelm. So these are all different types of stress responses that we are experiencing in our bodies and our lives. And when you sit with this and when you really think about which area is most affected to you, for you, when you're dealing with stress, it opens up a whole different area of thinking about how you can better deal with these types of stressors. And I will be actually talking about this type of this topic next Wednesday in my weekly live. Okay. So I will give you three really good tips on number one, how you can decipher how stress shows up in your body, and then connect it to specific areas in your body that you can support. Because sometimes there's like hormonal imbalances, especially with the emotional restlessness and emotional pain that shows up, depression, anxiety, and all of these things is very much connected to stress causing you hormonal imbalances. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in depth next Wednesday. And I will give you some good strategies and tools that you can use in order to decipher where's how stress shows up in your body, what stress is for you, and then how you can start to make introduce changes so that you can actually start to manage these stressors in a different way. So I invite you all to join me on Wednesday. It's and then, yeah, 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm gonna go live here in the group. So go back to the question, sit with it a little bit, maybe write it down. And if you like, you can submit your answers to me. And then I can talk a little bit more in depth around um, where you see yourself and what issues you are experiencing in your life when it comes to stress. So this group, again, I say it over and over again. I really want this to sink in for you guys. This group is not just another Facebook group. It's not just another support group that you find out there. This group is meant to be very different. So this group is meant for you to be a part of a community where you feel safe and where you can actually have a say in what type of content you would like to hear and you would like to learn. So, as you guys know, I'm a certified holistic nutritionist and I run a online practice. But soon I have so many ideas that I want to do. I will actually be taking this, into the community again. So I'll be doing like live events and stuff like that as well. But for now, it's all online. But it doesn't matter because we can connect online just as much. And I really encourage you to take part in this community because I can promise you that the content that I share here is it's very in depth. So I always make sure that I share things with you that if you take those things, if you take that information, apply it into your own lives, is that you will start to see shifts in your health. And this is my main goal for this group. I really, everybody who comes into this group, I want to inch forward in their health. So this group is not just to hang out and get some good posts around some how tos and all of these things that you can find anywhere in this space. This group is supposed to be more supportive. I always give you lots of really good in-depth value for you to sit with and then implement so that you see the changes. So that's why I encourage you to go back to the post and sit with it and reply to it. The more you engage in this group, the more you will feel connected, the more you will feel motivated to start doing the work because you guys are all here because of the goal that you have. You want to feel better. Maybe you have been spinning in circles for so long and you just don't know what to do anymore. You're completely overwhelmed, which is also stress related. Um, so use this information and utilize this information and do the work even in this free group. If you commit to doing the work, I promise you, you will start to see shifts in your body. I'm always here. I am very responsive to my community. So, all of you guys, I have connected with you in Messenger. And so, check your Messenger. If you click on my profile picture, it leads you to message requests, and you can always check in with me. If there's any questions that you have, if there's any topics you want me to talk on, let me know and I can create content for you that is really helpful for you. Having said that, I have my signature seminar coming up. It's an amazing event. It's coming up on May 30th. So it's a 4-day event in which I give amazing content over the course of 4 days. I give you a 1 hour masterclass on gut health, on liver detoxification and detoxification pathways in general, on adrenal health, on mindset, those 4 pillars. So come join me and learn and implement the tools and strategies that I give you for free. I give you all of this information for free, and I can promise you that if you really do the work with that information that I'm sharing with you during the 4-day seminar, you will see shifts in your body. And again, that is the reason why we are all here together, because you want to see shifts in your body. And so I encourage you to sign up for the seminar today. I have posted the link in the feature section, so you can do that. Go there and sign up for it. And then you will get a workbook that comes along with it, and you get a recipe book that you can use right away, and you will learn specifics that you can implement into your health daily, every day, in order to step out of the autoimmune overwhelm, the bloating, the fear factor around it, because you learn, you understand your body. So I hope to see you next Wednesday for my free live session on stress, how stress shows up in your body, where I'll give you those 3 tips. And yeah, do the homework now. Go back to the post, do the homework now. Let me know how that goes for you. And I will see you again very soon. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will see you soon. Have a great weekend, everybody.